Again. Hey, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. This is the Star Trek New Horizons mod for Stellaris. We're playing as the United Federation of Planets, and we just reorganize what planets I'm actually controlling for micromanagement's sake. That should be okay. Our heavy escort fleet will now be at full strength. Holy hell, the sector's just... The sector we assigned this planet to has tons of resources, like way more minerals than it should need, right? Right, hold on, I'm saying this. Lambda Serpentis, your income is 700 minerals. You are giving me 50% of your monthly income, 50% of your monthly income. You currently have your mineral stockpile is maxed out, but you still have planets on which you're not building things. The fuck? Okay, whatever. Just means I'll have to come back and micromanage it later, which means, give me more. Just give me 90% of, or 75% of what you're producing because you're not using it properly. I should do it myself. Alright, well that deposit's right. This deposit's right. This is correct. And that's correct. You know, the reason there might not be anything on here is it looks like the construction queue may have just finished. If that is the case, then these empty tiles, are the ones without buildings on them, were constructed, were previously blocked. They had blockers on them that have since been cleared, but the AI did not get around to doing anything with them. That's... I buy that. I'll go with that. Okay, no, don't make a military academy here, but do make an interstellar academy here, and alien visitor center. This is planet unique. I will never build these. Okay, cells. X9758 is partially hollow. Within its interior spaces sprawls a dense honeycomb structure crafted of some unknown alloy, housing containers of alien genetic material. By all appearances, this is an archive of life, the genetic record of some earlier civilization come and gone. Most of the DNA is hopelessly degraded, but there's still much to learn here. Fascinating. Oh, so we don't get that event chain in this mod. Just like, neat. Let's not bring them back to life. Let's just let sleeping dogs lie. That's fair enough. Alright, so sodium tetrahydrate, I have determined or decided we don't need to hold on to. Let's plop down a visitor center. This is good. That can be upgraded. Ada Serpentis is dope. Murphid is fine. Good. Holy hell. It's frustrating that the AI has tens of thousands of minerals, but it's not just auto-upgrading structures. Sector AI is a weird creature. Very weird. Complete. That's totally okay. How's our dilithium looking?
Technology discovered.
Better. We're down to 2 raw dilithium, so I think that should drop down even more. Nutrient replicators are done. I'm not crazy about this, but it's rare, so I feel obligated to get it. Comatizing the pulse arrays and inverting plasma functions allows for a large area effect that disrupts the power and regeneration of shields of enemy ships. 20% shield hit point reduction. It's pretty cool. Pretty good. I'm still not going to use it, because that slot could probably go to better use.
Construction complete.
4th Fleet, let's see civilian ships.
Complete.
Oh, God, I want to automate them, but I know how bad automated surveying is. It's staying where I want them to stay, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fight the urge. Talon, oh. Yeah, go nuts. You are garbage. Then I do not need you.
Construction complete.
Build all of that. We're down to 4 construction ships. It may behoove me to build more. It may. I'm not going to, but it may. Ah, the Defiants are so tiny. Our heavy escorts are so small. But they are super fast. Weapon range minus 33%. That's substantial. All of these bonuses. Jesus Christ. We're still using Starfleet construction methods. Is this... Yeah, I should probably keep with this. We can change this. We could use Andorian construction methods, Vulcan construction methods, and I think we might have unlocked a few more by integrating other powers. Just haven't done it. Because, yeah, it seems more canonically fitting to keep with this. Going all this way just to blow up a single starbase, or single mining station, turn around and come back.
Construction complete.
Okay, these don't just stay 111s, because I have... God, that upkeep, though! Jesus Christ! Is it worth it, Alex? No, probably not. But it's one of the only places we get science from. Yeah, it's an additional source of science, but that energy cost is absurd. 20 per month for 6 science. That's fucking awful. But we are making 1,000 energy per month, so maybe it's okay. Maybe it's alright that we're throwing it out because we need to be. Or maybe not, I don't know. Let's distract ourselves with upgrading our star bases.
Engaging enemy station.
Oh no. I wonder how this fight will go. Ah, the Anticans. So you're unhappy because you're militarists, you're xenophobes, something like that, and we're xenophiles, right? Prime Minister Lek talks to bring the Antican people into the United Federations of Planets, is proceeding, or are progressing, but there remains a number of questions around the different worldviews. Yeah, we're xenophiles, you're not. Okay, that's easy. Let's just give me a Colonial Bureau, quick upgrade on that. Fund education programs. So that should have made you... Yeah, xenophile, militarist, materialist. Now, the militarist thing's still kind of an issue, but xenophiles should start changing your population. Unfortunately, that doesn't really mean much for us because we're not getting any of your colonial worlds, as you have none. Do we want Anticans anyway? Skilled hunters, that's cool. Resilient, it's alright. Nah, we're not missing out that much on not having them. Missing out a little bit, of course, but not that much. I hate the battleships, they're so slow. It's beating a dead horse at this point, me complaining about him, but... Oh yeah, it is definitely impressed on me that after we're done clearing out the core, I might be decommissioning the battleship fleet in favor of something faster. Something faster like, say... The heavy escorts are really great. Their speed is 190, they're barely slower than patrol frigates. Our destroyers have 168, but even moving to... Assault cruiser would slow us down, but it'd still be faster than battleships. Switching over to entirely a heavy escort based fleet seems like a bad idea. But that also does seem to be the way to give us the greatest amount of logistical flexibility. Logistical flexibility in terms of how quickly we can move around and respond to threats or whatever else as they arise. Battleships are great if what you need to do is a couple systems away. But if not... Holy shit, the Cardassians and the Zinketh are at war. Cool.
We serve the Union.
You're only at war with the... Yeah, heavy escorts are Defiant class. I think there's another variety, because if you're not the Federation, you can still make heavy escorts and escorts, but as the Federation, we get the Defiant class, which is pretty badass. And really expensive. Really, really expensive, but worth it. Probably? I mean, I say it's worth it, but all I've done is built them and kept them in orbit around Sol. So the Antikins, we do medium intensity. They should be ready to integrate next time. We could get in on this war if our fleets weren't all the way up here and slow as hell. We could still probably get in there, because wars in this mod take a very, very long time after 2.1, 2.0 and 2.1. If you look at the Dominion here, they've been at war for quite some time. They're almost 60-70% occupied by the Kremen, and they still haven't capitulated.
Survey complete.
Yeah, Star Trek Online. I haven't played that much with the Klingons in Star Trek Online. I think I have one Klingon character. No, I don't. I don't even have a Klingon. I have a Nausicaan character, because in Star Trek Online, Nausicaans do 1% more weapons damage, and you gotta build that DPS. For the most part, I stick with Federation ships. Just, there's some cool Romulan ones in STO, and the Dominion ships that have recently come out look pretty okay, but I don't know. I should play around with the Klingons more. Just feels like the content for Star Trek Online is heavily weighted towards the Federation faction.
Construction complete.
What do we have here? Bureau. Give me a museum. Maybe I should have built that. Oh well, that's okay. Upgrade one of this. Actually, hey.
We serve the...
Yeah, you hate me. I know. Want an active sensor link? No.
We serve...
Not at all. You hate me less. I don't have claims on you. The Valerians have claims on you. There's a difference here. Maybe we should be integrating the Valerians, because the Zenkethi are egalitarian now. It could be possible to integrate them more peacefully.
We serve the Union.
Whatever. That ship is probably sailed. Hell, even with our fleet of heavy escorts, we could probably get involved with this war in a substantial way.
Construction complete.
Ooh, yeah, build this, because we already have an orbital museum. Yeah, dope. And you're ready? Yeah, there's a real temptation to me to send in that fleet as a proving mission, proof of concept type deal. Maybe. Museum is incredibly OP. Yeah, museum's still super good. I hope the AI takes advantage of it as well, but they probably don't. A lot of these very overpowered, great synergistic things are very cool for players, but I worry that the AI just doesn't have the capacity to take proper advantage of it. Okay, if I declared war on one of you, it would be a impose ideology war, or a demilitarization war.
We
Just
serve
smack the
Union.
desk. No. Not worth it. If they're already at war, us intervening will just make the side that we beat, who we would then convert to our ideology, lose. And then the person we converted to our ideology no longer exists. Not a good move. We just have to see whoever wins and then beat them, I guess. That's what I got. Fleet management. Can I... I can't say 0 destroyers. I can't say this. I could just... Nah. Yeah, that's not happening. I wish there was a cancel button. Get rid of these. Yeah, that's what you should be at. Okay, fine.
Initiating communications.
Just out of curiosity, how quickly would you get up here? Yeah? Alright, thanks, Klingons. You don't like me, but you're giving me free stuff. I'm on board with that. Very on board with that. Let's watch how fast these are. That's pretty fast. Jesus Christ, this is so much faster than the battleship. It's almost twice as fast, actually. The battleship has a move speed of, what, 102? These have a move speed of 190? What do you got? Got minor mandate fulfilled. Move speed of 108, and you are 190. Yeah. Sublight speed doesn't seem like it should be that important, but a lot of your travel time in Stellaris, and in this mod in particular, is moving across different star systems to get to the next star, not actually in the jumps. So, impulse, or slower than light speed, or in-system speed, or whatever you want to call that modifier, ends up being more important to me than FTL speed. I say from the privileged position of having transport drive for a long time now. More dilithium, more dilithium, more dilithium. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. So much dilithium. And our fleet capacity is now over 1,000. Fucking delightful. Genuinely, that's delightful. How is this moving? Already in Alpha Centauri. Already halfway through Alpha Centauri. Yeah. If these hold up, or if these stand up to be about as durable, or at least more durable than our destroyers, I might just move over to only using heavy escorts in our fleets, just for the speed bonus. Patrol frigates are faster, but not worth it. I could do something very suboptimal and plop down impulse afterburners on here, increasing their sublight speed significantly, making them even better suited for their role that we have them in, which is moving very fast, going very far, very quickly. But then they wouldn't be as good in combat. And dodging or evading is hella important, so maybe not. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe I try to learn to be more content with what we already have. Not saying I'm good at it, but maybe I should try.
Construction complete.
Interspecies medical exchange. I don't... Who the fuck is still joining? Well, I guess I could have read that to find out who still hasn't completely joined the interspecies medical exchange, but we've known of everyone for quite some time. Maybe it was a recently independent faction or something like that. That's viable. I believe that. I could believe that. 7,000. Yep, you're upgrading. 7,000. You're upgrading. Cool. Alright, so you've moved 2 systems. You still plodding along. So just for speed comparison, well, this is a bad speed comparison. We'll follow this. The jump speed on all of these ships is more or less exactly the same. So that's not a defining difference here, but you can do it. You can do it, game. This is how quickly battleships move. Okay. Right, we're keeping an idea of this pace. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Jump over to the fourth fleet. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3. It's significant difference. We have intergalactic expansion, means more star bases, which I have to monitor. The alien probe has completely left the range of the United Federation of Planets detection capabilities. I didn't even know there was a follow-up event to that. Okay. We can get reflective stealth holes, which would increase our evasion by 4%. Really, what we want are the inertial dampers, not the hulls. Better afterburners, 20% speed bonus is pretty significant, but no, I think we go for either rotating structural integrity field, or more likely next stage photon torpedoes. I need to figure out where the fuck I'm gonna put these new stations. Let's put one here, because it's, you know, on a frontier. How are we looking up here on the frontier? Completely uninvested. Over here, good. In here, well, we have some slowly upgrading. Oh, this isn't under my control. That's the binars. Okay, yep. I could just arbitrarily pick one. Yeah, let's go for Murfit. Why Murfit? Because it's there. That'll get us out of 49 out of 49. Give us a bonus of 6 more of each kind of research. I know it's not much, but it's something, and I gotta just try to squeeze all the juice we can out of it. These are the things that absolutely kill our destroyers, because they absolutely decimate our shields and do a shit ton of hull damage. 125% efficiency damage to shields is fairly significant. Yep, we lost another 5 destroyers there. Void clouds are excellent counters to destroyer spam. They're almost small enough to merge together. Almost.
Construction complete.
Yeah, okay.
Construction Construction complete.
All right. Okay, brace for lag a little bit. I want to go through each of the planets in the Lambda Serpentis Prime system and upgrade stuff, because it seemed like the Sector AI was dropping the ball there. No surprise there, really. No, not a big surprise anyway. I wonder if, now that we've given it overall more planets to manage, if it'll do a better or worse job. Maybe it won't be affected at all. Who can tell? We are maxed out on energy, and, well, I don't need it. Yeah, this needs help. How's your food production going? You are underproducing, so don't fuck with it. Got it. I understand. Boosim, Boosie. Ah, you. Yeah, you could use some help. Frontier Clinic, get that the fuck out of here. Don't you bring that garbage into my home. Alright, replace this with one of these. Upgrade this. Replace this with one of these. Yep. Nope. go in here. Give me one of these. Upgrade this. Oceanic landscapes gives us access to, well, the Pergium here gives us access to Pergium power plants, which is pretty cool. More power is always nice. As even with the significant emphasis I place on increasing our energy output more than our mineral output is still significantly exceeding our energy output, though not to the ratio that it was before. Earlier it was closer to a 2-to-1 ratio. Now it's a bit more evened out. So this was Busi Prime. Okay, so next up will be Chowtok. So the Antikins are complaining because they are militarist and we're pacifist. We will fund your education programs. Just one of us. One of us. Get indoctrinated, son. Alright, this'll get upgraded. We'll upgrade this. I want to replace one of the... Ooh, no, I want to replace this. Get that the fuck out of here. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Plop down one of these. No, I guess that can stay. So this was Chowtok Prime. We're going to wrap up diplomacy with Entente Coordination, which gives us double contribution to our Federation fleet bonus. That Federation naval capacity is going to be doubled. Now we get an Ascension perk. I was talking about... This is garbage and we don't need it. Don't need it. Interesting, but really don't need it. Actually, fleet maneuvers is tempting. Diplomatic corps is tempting. Eternal vigilance. Nope. Nope. Starbase expansion. This is tempting. We can't take immediate much use of this. We won't get much use out of this immediately. But the additional slot will allow us to get either more unity, or in the case of promenades, a lot more energy output. More energy output is generally good. We can also retool it once we are done with unity and done with traditions to being productive in some other way. So Starbase expansion seems worthwhile, especially with the 49 of them that I have. Imperial Prerogative gives us more direct control, which is actually quite tempting. If I could have 5 more star systems directly under my management, that would make me happy, though it might not make a significant difference. So it's a choice between more direct control over our planets, which is good, or something which, well, this is good, but maybe not necessary, and this is a huge boon. So we're going to go with Starbase expansion right now. We'll have 3 slots left over. I'd really like to get Imperial Prerogative, but I'm open to considering some of these other options as well. Diplomacy has embracing all this has increased our trust gap by 12 or 25. It's something. Next up, diversity, faction influence gain. That's quite good. Survey speed. That's quite good. That's probably good. This is very good. This is very good. Diversities. Adopting all diversity tree increases unity output by 10%. Fuck. Oh no, we have diversity. Okay, so I was gonna say, why didn't I do that earlier? We've already taken preservation. Harmony increases population growth speed by 25%. Happiness by 5%. Negative impact of governing ethics attraction reduced by distance. Lower consumer goods. This is very good. Preservation. Less good. But we already have it, so we'll probably wrap up preservation and then move on to harmony. We'll see. We shall see. Oh god. Now all my star bases are like, hey, build something here. Alright, so Promenade, if I was talking about, it'll double our energy output and probably make all of these energy positive, which would be huge. But it's worth looking at our other options too. Nope. Hydroponics. Nope. Resource silo. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of tempting in a way, but not tempting enough to take it. Orbital manufactory. Orbital manufactories could be interesting if our energy output really started exceeding our mineral output. But it doesn't. So promenade's almost certainly the way to go. Defense grid, not going to use it. Orbital prisons would give us more unity, especially in systems that have deluxe restaurant. Oh, I build a deluxe restaurant instead of an orbital prison. Well, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that, because, let's see. Nope, garbage, 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 garbage. I'm saying garbage. These are useful in very specific situations that, for the most part, is not applicable to our situation. Yep, yeah. Promenades. We're gonna pump out a lot of promenades. Psionic Crime Detection Center is done. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna make a lot of these, or really any of these. They give society output, but we have more unique planet buildings that we need more of. Polity. Uniting a population behind a self-reflected cohesive force such as identity enables that polity to have the capacity to mobilize resources rapidly where required. Entire campaigns can be created as long as enough sway is behind it. This gives us full war footing, defensive war policy, architectural renaissance, and Unity Ambitions. Unlocks a set of edicts called Unity Ambitions. Ah, they cost Unity to use, and that amount is equal to what it would cost to use your next tradition. Using a Unity Ambition will not increase the Unity cost for traditions or Unity Ambitions. Alright, cool. Alright, so Unity might be something we keep around then for this, if the ambitions are good enough. Cool. Alright. Good excuse to keep that mechanic around. Yeah, promenades are all I want and need here. I know I'm building something to increase our energy output when we are, superficially at least, already maxed out energy-wise. But given how quickly our energy reserves have dried up when I've terraformed in the past, and considering how much more space we have to expand into, and how many more worlds that will necessitate us terraforming, colonizing, and more upkeep costing, I think that just creating a good energy reserve cannot be a bad idea. What do we got here? Cheapest thing is going to be industrial replicators. Industrial replicators are a better version of the ones we already have. Replicator is a device. This is the exact same text as the earlier tech. I'm not using them, but that doesn't mean that they're inherently a bad idea. The idea behind the building is for a slightly reduced mineral output. You can instead have a significantly reduced cost of developing the planet. In the long run, so long as you end up replacing it once you're done completely upgrading and building the planet, you will have saved more resources on building than you would have gotten by building just a straight up mineral extractor. But there's the micromanagement involved in going back later on and replacing them, which I'm not in love with. And there is a certain point, a certain number of months, after which you will be losing minerals if you do not replace it. And the idea of using a temporary structure only to replace it later on, like a frontier hospital, for example, does not appeal to me. I'd rather just build what I want in the long run, even if it's not the most efficient way to get there. Yeah, I'm just gonna build promenades on all of these, even if they're not ready for promenades yet. Just promenade, promenade, promenade. Maybe another promenade. Promenades. Gonna do this another. Oh God, so many times. I shouldn't have looked. I should have just kept clicking. That is okay. Alright. That's cleared out. No, it's not cleared out. Don't preempt it. It's still going. Give me a promenade. Promenade is such a goddamn good word. It's a very pretty word. Yeah, it takes decades to complete a planet, so just another level of micromanagement is painful. Yeah. And especially because of how long decades take in this mod in particular, because it does run a little slower. Little is kind. It runs noticeably slower than vanilla Stellaris. A little micromanagement to save me some resources in terms of overall efficiency. I'm on board with the idea, but practically I'm not, because yeah, it's a fine line to walk between. Oh, I can't build it here yet. Ah, that's why the Ferengi already had one unlocked. The Ferengi had taken the Starbase expansion Ascension perk much earlier on. I understand now. That should have occurred to me a lot sooner, but I understand now. Oh wow, okay, I've been neglecting the hell out of this. Just automatically explore. I know I'm like, I shouldn't send you on auto explore, but no auto explore, just do it manually. You're surveying, you're a builder, you're a builder. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Give me Tompkins. Give me Healy. My god, I can colonize this. Do I want to? I don't know. Let's terraform this into an arid world. Gonna take a nice long time. Give me Vu. Yeah, I'm just gonna preemptively throw this in Lambda Serpentis, both of these, because they're small, potentially colonizable planets, and then I will queue this for colonization. 90% Nausicaans. Okay, so this is a tropical world. Let's sort by species. Population low to high. First tropical species I come across. Nausicaans, yeah, we'll colonize it with Nausicaans. Klingons are actually not all that far behind. Tropical worlds. I'm sure Klingons will immigrate here. Do I really want more Nausicaans? Their consumer good cost is kind of a turnoff. The Anticans, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Sponsor a settlement on a colony world. Do Anticans like? Nah, you're marshland. Alright, I'll be pickier about this. Between tile society output. Nah. Do we have a better? Nah, okay. So Nausicaans would be, they would consume more minerals in upkeep. They make worse rulers, but they're very strong, so their mineral output pretty good. Klingons do not get a bonus to mineral output. They are happier, but they have a reduction to society output. Yeah, let's make a Nausicaan colony, I guess. I'm not crazy about either of them. I would prefer someone from a tropical climate that was all positive, but that may be asking for too much. This will take a long time to get colonized. It's very far away from the nearest Nausicaan colony, even though our colony ships do have transwarp drives now. Yeah, they do. This has just been auto-upgraded because I exited the game and re-entered, right? Yeah, stasis pods. Yeah, okay. No new class for that yet. Oh, good. More dead destroyers now. We might have to merge the first and second fleet together. I say have to. I mean get to, because the fourth fleet is now on station and ready to jump in. Let's get the fourth fleet to just... yeah, follow the third fleet. Maybe you'll take over, but maybe not. No, decline. This is not actually one of my ships. This is one of my sector's ships. Right? Yeah, good. So many stations. You're upgrading, you're upgrading, you're upgrading, you're upgrading. Upgrading, upgrading, upgrading. Jesus Christ. You are not. Oh, you're already upgrading. Okay. There we go. So the upgrade, Starbase Level 4 gives access to a couple more modules, gives it a lot more HP and staying power, I suppose. It still kind of feels like a waste in some ways. It does feel like, this is very expensive. I could be building fleets with this. But once they're all built, I will be building fleets with it. And I'll have a good infrastructure to back them up. Oh, decent infrastructure. Good might be pushing it. Oh, you are producing 19 food. Am I replacing these? No, I'm not. I'm just doubling down on all that food. Why am I producing so much food? Alright, let's get rid of this. Too much food, my dude. Too much food. My dude. Yeah, put down a trading center. I hate them and I think they're bad, but well, you do what you can. Attack that, attack that, attack that. The first and second fleets are now close enough to the same size that they can merge together. Dope. Fleet manager, second fleet. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's fine. Fourth fleet, why don't you get
Affirmative.
Ishan? You know what? No. Don't wait up for it. Try to beat it here. You can probably beat it here, and I want to see you in action. Third fleet has the same distance to go. They're slow as... God. Slow as hell. Let's get the fourth fleet in there first. Because if we lose a couple of heavy escorts, it'll be proof that, okay, even though they're faster and more time efficient for me, there's a downside to them. If none of them die, then at least they have the durability to survive on their own. Nah, get out of here. Terrible deal. And this is a 18.8k strength fleet, so I don't expect them to crumble against these 3-point-something fleets that they're going up against, but still, they don't have the massive amounts of hull points and shields that are, if I hop over here, that these do. We're looking at 30k, 20k, 2k versus 5k, 4k, 800. You know, 4k, 2k, 100. They're better. they're better destroyers, effectively. If they can't hold up on their own in terms of shield and armor potency, then it might be worth biting the bullet. Ah. Alright. Okay, rapid fire photon torpedo or high yield photon torpedo. You're not telling me what each of these do. I'm gonna go with rapid fire just because more damage is good, but generally my strategy in Stellaris is number of guns is better than bigger guns. It used to be the inverse, but especially when you're dealing with as many targets as we are, and especially if I'm building bigger and bigger ships rather than more and more small ships, we should go for more and more guns to help kind of middle that out. So one gun firing more often is better than same gun firing as often, but dealing more damage. So what did we end up getting out of that? Higher DPS? Maybe. Hard to decide. Or determine. So we got next stage photon torpedoes out of the way. We can get bionic arcologies. Oh wow, that's not actually bad. At all. if happiness and habitability are concerned, which on some planets they will be, we can get a new ship type, which I'm not crazy about, but it's interesting. Yeah, let's go for the Danube class runabouts. So, okay, interesting. These are up to 20k strength now. They don't seem like they'll have the staying power of our battleships, and wow, we actually have a battleship that looks like it's on the decline. Huh. But they are pretty cool in their own right. Okay.
Survey complete.
The Reich system. Wow, that is a uncomfortable uncomfortable system name. What do we got here? Oh yeah, you can handle this entirely on your own. If you can't, then that's fine. Okay, go deal with that. The third fleet. Let's start meandering you down here. And then here. Go fight some pirates for me.
Survey complete.
USS Colorado is not one I am directly controlling. The Ganges, however, if I can hop over to the Ganges, done in the Tompkins system. The Mekong is ready to build in the Healy system. Ah, that's pretty pleasing to see. Now, you are a Federation member world, so we're going to do research treaty with you just in case it'll make your ships better. Bum, bum.
Survey complete.
Do. Survey that. Survey this. Survey all the things. Grabber Prime. It'll take me a while to get over that name. It's the small things in life that make it worth living, and Grabber is the name of a system. And it does it for me.
Discovered.
So our academies produce prosperity? Because they're right, free medical access gives prosperity. If I privatize it, it would give energy. If I turned it into university hospitals, they would instead give us society research. Now, I'm not crazy about the society research. I don't need it. But let's look at our education policy. Right now, it's free higher education. And the reason it's free higher education is that makes the Doctors Without Border... Is it you? Free education, solar freedom movement? It makes the solar freedom movement a tiny bit happier. But it would make the Daystrom Institute happier for us to accelerate education studies and focus on something else. So I think I am gonna switch over to accelerated studies. Schools and universities will now produce an additional 2 of every research type. So let's watch this. 2400, 2200, 2100. 2600, 2400, 2300. Yeah, that had a immediate and sizable effect. Higgs field projector. The Higgs field is a field of energy that's thought to exist in every region of the universe. The result of a particle gaining mass from the field is a prevention of its ability to travel at the speed of light. By being able to adjust this field, our vessel should be able to rapidly move over short distances, ensuring they can evade enemy weapons. Yes! Better inertial dampers. Hell yeah. Our current ones give +5? Sorry, wrong ship. Current ones give +5. Yeah, so this is a better version of our inertial dampers. Dope. Not much better, but a little bit better. I think that science output that we're getting is more than worth the very minor decrease in influence income that we're getting, especially because our influence is so buoyed by having all of these protectorates. So heavily buoyed by having all these protectorates. Alright. Looks like I have enough minerals to start messing around with star bases again. We have upgraded a lot of these to level 4, now that I'm clicking through and seeing the progress we've made. I can't... Okay, so the difference between a level 4 starbase icon and a level 3 starbase icon is this tiny little green circle in the middle. In level 3, they're dark green. In level 4, they have a central hub in there. Otherwise, they look identical. That's why, at a glance, I've been having such a hard time telling them apart. It's almost as if it's a very, very small detail. Minimize this. Who's in combat? Yep. The heavy escorts are in combat. Or at least, about to be. So giving them better dodge is a great start. Jesus Christ. And dead. Pretty good. Damage, output. Yeah, we got damage shields, and that's it. Okay, so maybe the increased shield HP is just enough on its own to make a noticeable difference. I'd very much like it if that were the case. Now that we're getting out of the core, it seems like things are getting a little bit easier to deal with. Why am I having direct control over this? Can you go colonize this? Colonize this. Oh, there's no route for you. That's sad for you. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Find a different tropical world. Not fake, Packhurst? No. Dozarians aren't good enough. Dozarians are not right. Klingons, I don't want to send Klingons. I'll send Klingons, okay. There's society output on this world, so I'm a little saddened by how suboptimal that is, but whatever. If it can reach it, that's it's better than a colony ship that can't. It's a lot of ships, but they should be relatively one-sided. Even though that's the case, we are losing destroyers still. They don't have a lot of time to recover between fights, and they are pretty squishy. So that makes sense that we're hemorrhaging destroyers. Pirate station raided. 80 minerals and 50 energy credits. Oh boy. Slow this down. It must look better on. Well, not on slowest. How'd that end up going? We lost 6 destroyers. Damn, son. Yeah, okay, we're really starting to hemorrhage destroyers now. That is unfortunate. But, you know, it's been slowly happening. It's a credit to them that they were able to clear all of this out and not have to return to base. This is a proving grounds of sort to see how well they would do in a very protracted war. And these are Stellaris default ships, so they actually aren't putting up as much of a fight as they could be. mean, they're putting up a good fight, don't get me wrong, but they could be better. Hell yeah. Alright, let's back out of here. Oh, we never upgraded Jupiter Station. Oh, Alex. Shame. Ooh, expertise propulsion. Oh, you're a scientist. Okay, never mind. Not as interesting as I thought. Orbital manufactory. Nah. Colonial Bureau. Maybe. Getting an orbital museum we already have. Synthetic dilithium refinery seems cool, but nah. Orbital hospital. Good for armies. Happiness wouldn't hurt. Huh. Nothing else to increase the quality of our navies, huh? I guess, well, Promenade wouldn't do anything, as I'm not building anything that would help with. Defense grid, central core computer. Colonial Bureau. But this is our home system, so we're already getting great governing ethics attraction. And unrest is perfectly fine here. Better prosperity, I guess, is something we could take advantage of. Migration attraction is fine, but our population's already pretty good here. Let's go for more happiness. They're already happy, but more happiness can be nice too. Alright. Wow, yeah, Intergalactic Health Organization is so much cheaper than the other ones, and even though more core sector systems and other things are appealing to me, let's go for cheap. And now that I have this, let's look at these edicts. Holy shit, these cost so much. Wow. Yeah, alright. I don't think we're going to take advantage of those once we finish traditions. We might, but damn. That's a lot of unity that those cost. Less interested than I was initially. Significantly less. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom so we can get to these that cost a little less to improve. You already have a promenade? Good. Got a museum. Orbital Science Center, so you can have a Colonial Bureau. Starbase 52. Get some trade depots. You are not ready for a promenade because you do not have any trade depots, so let's hold off on that then. And instead, plop down the all-important Orbital Science Center. Queue this for an upgrade. Queue that for an upgrade. That's already upgrading. Most of these are upgrading. Ah, not Khitomer Station. Now it is. Haha. Excellent. It's been about another hour. I'm going to keep streaming for a while yet, but if you are watching this on YouTube after the fact, well, I'm sure you know what that means by now. I'm going to wrap up this recording. There will be more up tomorrow, but until then, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly social interaction stuff. Until then, toodaloo, take care. I'll see you later. Bye-bye, YouTube.